Hi, Ian Thompson from IT Turning Point here. I'm working with Microsoft Project with a number of clients just now, and this is Microsoft Project 2010, where they're using a resource pool to manage a limited number of resources across multiple projects, and using an embedded master to control those projects in an embedded master or overview them in an embedded master. What I've done here is I've created two projects, a resource pool and an embedded master, and this is the embedded master resource sheet showing the over allocation of 3 of the actual resources in there. If I go to the Gantt chart, you can see there are the 2 embedded projects. If I hover there, it'll tell me, and there are the over allocated resources on the various tasks. The question I'm being asked a lot of the time is, how do I get effective reports out of this? Well, if you have over allocated reports, I like to look at the resource sheet. You can go to the project menu, to the reports section, and go to reports, and in assignments there is over allocated resources, and this very quickly gives me the resource name, the project, the tasks, the amount of hours they're over allocated, and so on. So that's very quick. The other thing I'm asked for as well is there are different ways of doing it. Well, there certainly is, and today we're going to look at different views that we can use while doing this. So if I stay in the resource sheet and keep on engineer, I can go down the bottom right here to this button and double click, and it splits the screen. The other way of splitting the screen is to go to the view menu and tick the details box, and it splits the screen. What it's done now is it's kept this part of the screen up here, which is the resource sheet, and it's put down here a separate view, which if I go down the bottom shows me, if I click on it, shows me it's the resource forum. And again, this gives me the engineer, shows me the project, shows me the tasks, and again the start and finish date where the over allocation is taking place. So that's very useful. I thought this would be a good thing to print off, so if I click on it to highlight it and go to File, Print, sadly Microsoft doesn't allow me to print that particular view, which is very strange. If I go back to Task, maybe I could copy it, so I click on it and go to Copy, and if I copy it and then I go to Open up Word, here is Microsoft Word, and I paste it in. I simply get the word engineer, which again is not very helpful for Mr. Microsoft, so let's not do that. So the other way I was thinking of, we could work with different views. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a customized view that I can save as a view on my view bar. To do that, I simply go to Views, and I go to the drop down arrow Gantt chart and choose More Views. I'm going to choose the resource forum, which is this bottom bit, and I want it up the top. So I'm going to click New, and when I click New, I'm going to choose Combination View. And if I click OK, I can call this Over Allocation View. And the primary field I can have is this resource forum, which is the bottom section here. But the one I want up here is I want task usage down the bottom. If I leave tick shows menu, it will appear across here as over allocation view. So if I click OK, you can see that I now have over allocation view over here. And if I click apply, my screen changes to that view. So I've got the resource forum up here, and over here, look, I've got the task, the project name with the engineer, the task, the project name, and the amount of hours, the amount of days, and the dates that it starts and finishes. If I slide this across to the side, I can add in new columns, and in fact I've added in this project column at one date. To do it, we simply click on that, we type P and we choose project, and it adds it in. I can then click on it and I can delete it, so you can obviously delete columns as well. You don't have to have them there. I've deleted a task type column over here. So why is this useful? Well, if I click in this bottom section in this junction box here to select the whole thing, I can then go to File, Print, and I can actually print off that particular section, and it allows me to do so, which is again very clever. And if I go back, I can click on any of the resources in the task sheet. So if I go back to resource sheet rather, and I've made a mistake because what I've not done is I've not unsplit the screen prior to doing that. So if I unsplit the screen, go to Gantt chart, and then I'll go back to resource sheet down here. There's the resource sheet. If I go to designer, I can go to this view in here, and it gives me that view for the designer. And again, I could print off the designer. So I can quickly go to each resource, look at where they're over allocated. I can either print it off, or I could go to the project, I could find out the over allocation, and I could level it. So that's over allocation in Project 2010, different reports you can get out to show resources. Thought it would be useful, getting asked for it a lot just now. I hope this helps. Watch out for other videos. Thanks very much. Ian Thompson, IT Turning Point.